Philosophy of Science, An Exploratory Journey. Samuel Inbaraha S. Philosophy of Science, An Exploratory Journey. Dr. Samuel Inbaraja. https skeptical smiley face www.linkedin.com/in/dr-samuel-inbaraha/. Contents. Introduction. Basics of Philosophy of Science. Defining science, delineating science from non-science. Science and scientism, the balance of inquiry. The scientific method, a unique approach to inquiry. Methodological naturalism, origins, applications, advantages, disadvantages. Causality, primary cause God and secondary causes producing effects. Inference to the best explanation, IBE. The logic of scientific discovery. Falsificationism, a response inspired by Karl Popper. Confirmation theory, balancing evidence and belief. Scientific methodologies, the role of hypotheses. Rationalism versus empiricism, and the dance of methodological anarchy. The history and evolution of the philosophy of science. The scientific revolution, a paradigm shift in understanding. The advent of modern science. Role of universities and the world wars. The Great Peace, nuclear peace, mutually assured destruction, MAD, science and peace. The emergence of the philosophy of science. Modern science and medicine, transforming health and well-being. Contemporary science and the philosophy of science. Understanding the philosophy of science. The assumptions underpinning scientific knowledge. The beginnings of empirical science. The natural world and its laws, descriptive or explanatory. The concept of natural laws. The beginnings of empirical science, Francis Bacon's method explained with examples. Introduction to Francis Bacon and empirical science. Criticisms of Bacon's induction method and its limitations. The use of induction in science today, extent and range of use. The necessity of regularity and repeatability for the inductive method. Investigating irregular and non-repeatable phenomena with the scientific method. Unique approaches to studying non-repeatable phenomena. Investigating non-repeatable phenomena, cosmogony, evolution, and the nature of scientific knowledge. The case for scientific anti-realism. The case for scientific realism. The spectrum between realism and anti-realism. Scientific knowledge, theoretical physics and its inherent problems. Model-dependent realism. Scientific realism to anti-realism spectrum. Naive realism, a direct perception of reality. Historical proponents of naive realism. Ontic structural realism. Entity realism. Epistemic structural realism. Internal realism. Constructive empiricism. Scientific pragmatism. Scientific positivism. Scientific instrumentalism. Underdetermination. Pessimistic meta-induction. Anti-realism, relativism, defeatist. Science and theistic philosophy, a harmonious dance. The future of the philosophy of science. Quantum mechanics, a quantum leap in the realism, anti-realism spectrum. Correspondence and coherence theories, shifting perspectives on the realism, anti-realism spectrum. The invisible influencers, bias, randomization, and the quest for objective knowledge. Introduction. The philosophy of science, at its core, is a discipline that explores the foundations, methods, implications, and purpose of science. It questions what science is, how it works, and what it can and cannot achieve. It scrutinizes the principles and reasoning behind scientific investigation, the nature of scientific knowledge and progress, the ethical boundaries of scientific research, and the interplay of science